You're right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on this 9th day of June 2025. A very good evening to you wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kimani, and standing for us tonight is Boniface Moridi. Now, the family lawyer of slain digital activist Albert Ojwang has revealed disturbing details, saying his body bore signs of torture, including swelling and heavy bleeding from the head, mouth and nose. Ojwang died on Sunday while in custody at Nairobi Central Police Station under unclear circumstances. Police claim he injured himself, a version that has been strongly disputed by his family and rights groups. Ojwang had been arrested in Homa Bay County for allegedly publishing false information about a senior security officer.
This guy was picked up by the police from the bosom of his mother on Saturday at around 3 p.m. and was driven over 400 kilometers from Homa Bay to Nairobi. And the next information that the family got only after they made follow-up was that this gentleman is dead. And we have had a meeting in the office of the chief government pathologist. And unfortunately, we have not been able to conduct the autopsy this morning for certain reasons. But we have agreed that the autopsy shall be conducted later in the day, and therefore we shall be here at 2 p.m. to hope that the autopsy shall be conducted so that we really understand what happened to Albert.
All the interested parties were denied access to the crime scene. However, we want to report that as of this morning, IPOA is actually undertaking preliminary investigations. Partly, that is one of the reasons why the post-mortem will be done a little later.
Ojwang was in the hands of the police. He was in custody, ya polisi. And right now, he is no more. So we are saying that we will continue to fight. We will continue to try and save our Kenyan youth, because at this point in time, we are saying enough is enough.
So already a violation has taken place. We are just investigating who, why, how, but the violation has taken place. He has been killed by the state, by the government. That is true and is undisputable.
We are now seeing that trend of how somebody can disappear. But let me say this, one life missing, one life lost is too much. It's one life too much. And I want to say this in a nutshell. You may think this is Albert, this is Ojwang, belonging to some family. But I can tell you this could be your brother tomorrow, this could be your sister tomorrow, it could be yourself tomorrow.
Now, the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, has confirmed that Deputy IG Eliud Lagat was the complainant in the defamation case that led to the arrest of Albert Ojwang, who later died in police custody. Speaking on Monday, Kanja said Lagat reported the murder after claiming his name was being tarnished. Ojwang was arrested in Homa Bay County and transferred to Nairobi, where he was found unconscious in a police cell and later pronounced dead at Magathi Hospital. Police claim he injured himself by hitting his head on the wall.
The reasons as to why the late Ojwang was arrested, together with a few others, is because there was a complaint that had been launched by the DIG KPS about his name being tarnished. So it is on that basis that investigations were actually being carried out. I ordered the interdiction of the following officers with immediate effects. Number one is the officer commanding the station, that is the Central Police Station OCS, the duty officer who was on duty during the night in question, the cell sentry on duty at the time, all officers who were on duty at the report office that night, and any other officer found to have been on duty or otherwise involved during the incident. We have not suspended them. We have interdicted to allow for a speedy investigation to ensure that there is no interference whatsoever with these investigations. That's basically the reason why we have interdicted them. If any one of them is found to have committed an offense, then so be it. the law will deal with it.
Still at it, and the Law Society of Kenya is demanding the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, to publicly name the officers interdicted over the death of Albert Ojwang in police custody. LSK President Faith Odhiambo has questioned whether those who arrested and transferred Ojwang from Homa Bay to Nairobi are among the interdicted, saying transparency is key to accountability. She has also condemned the handling of detainees at Central Police Station, calling it a hotspot for police brutality, and urged IPOA to take over the case and ensure justice is served.
Let Kenyans know, and the ambiguity of saying in any other officer. Who are these any other officers? And secondly, the officers who picked Mr. Albert Ojwang from Homa Bay, are they part and parcel of those who have been interdicted? Without telling Kenyans in plain word of who these individuals are, will be treated to just PR for purposes of calming down the citizens of Kenya. We want to know who are these officers, the ones who picked Mr. Albert Ojwang, are they part and parcel of those interdicted? And secondly, those interdicted, we want to know their names. We want to know each and every officer involved. In this, we equally call upon the Deputy Inspector General of the Kenya Police Service, Mr. Eliud Langat, to publicly and unconditionally recuse himself from taking part or influencing the investigations in any way, save for as may be required of him as a potential witness. We know that this recusal is necessary to dispel any apprehension of prejudice and conflict of interest that may arise on his account of his role as the complainant against Mr. Albert Ojwang.
Now, away from that, and the office of the DPP has asked the court to intervene in the delayed Kianja-Koma brothers murder case, citing the continued absence of one accused and minimal progress over the past year. During Monday's hearing, prosecutors raised concern over the non-attendance of the sixth accused, James Mwaniki, who was said to be hospitalized in Thika. The court gave the defense until Tuesday to prove his condition or face possible bond cancellation. The case involving the 2021 deaths of brothers Benson Njiro and Emmanuel Mutura sparked national outrage. The court is set to rule on the prosecution's requests soon.
Two possibilities, my lord. No.
To confirm whether the sixth accused person in this matter was indeed admitted there. He informed me that he still had matters in court, therefore he had tasked his court administrator to proceed and do the same. And I called him a few minutes ago, but he informed me that he has not received a response yet from the court administrator, as the hospital is quite some distance from the court.
The adjournment in this matter are adjournments by the state. Number two, your malady. The accused is in hospital.
Now, still in the courts, former Kamukunji Police Station OCS Senior Inspector Robert Mugo has denied any police involvement in the deaths of civilians during the June protest last year, sparked by the controversial finance bill. Speaking at the Rex Masai killings inquiry, Mugo insisted that police officers were on duty protecting public property, while accusing those they confronted of looting property.
On the 5th of June 2024, when there was massive looting of premises and businesses, and when the day that there was attack at the parliament at Rua CBD, a contingent of GSU and military officers were deployed. So I could see them.
You could see them?
But I never interacted with them. Yes, sir.
Were they all in at any point to enforce your officers?
I am not aware
It's quite unfortunate that our first 5 stories have been on stories about death and injustice. We hope that finally justice is going to be found for the lives that have been lost, and that Kenya is going to go back to normalcy and peace is going to reign in our country. Now, in a fresh twist to the prison officers' recruitment saga, Presidential Advisor Moses Kuria has sounded the alarm on alleged corruption, urging Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen to call off the entire exercise. Kuria, who spoke in a Gem constituency, claimed Kenyans are being forced to part with bribes to secure positions in the prison service.
I want to ask Kipchumba Murkomen, it is very clear from all the people in this country, hii recruitment ya prison ambayo imefanywa, it was fraudulent. Mtoto anaitiwa 500,000 kazi ya jela, hiyo mshahara itarudi lini? And I want to ask Murkomen to cancel that recruitment. Airudia tena.
Hii safari tumeanza ya kuunganisha Wakenya chini ya Mheshimiwa Rais Ruto na Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, lazima tufikishe mwisho kabisa.
Moving on swiftly, and Kenya joined the global community today in observing Global Integrity Day. The event held at Nairobi's All Saints Cathedral brought together religious leaders, governance experts, civil society actors, and international partners committed to fostering a culture of integrity. In his opening remarks, CITAM Bishop Emeritus Boniface Adoyo underscored that true integrity begins with personal commitment guided by spiritual values.
Last night, the police issued a statement that a young man had hit his head in the cells and died. Today morning, the police issues another statement that the OCS Central Police Station and other police officers have been interdicted. In less than 24 hours, 2 different statements. That tells you our culture, that we don't care most of the time what we say. You can imagine a life is lost. A young man picked, taken to the nearby police station in their village, driven to Nairobi overnight, kept in the cells. Then the next thing we hear, the body is at the mortuary, that the guy died. The first statement, that he hit his head in the cells and died. Who saw him hitting his heads in the cells?
Without walls, the people lived with uncertainty and hopelessness, and without a foundation of integrity, people live in an atmosphere rife with frustration and fear. Now, the story of Nehemiah begins when he became aware of the conditions in his city. The walls were broken down, the people exposed to threats, they were vulnerable to their enemies. Chapter 1, he asks the question, how is it going? And he hears an answer in verse 3 that says, those who survive the exile are back in the province, but they're in great trouble and disgrace. The wall of Jerusalem is broken down, and its gates have been burned with fire. The impact of that statement caused him to weep.
Crossing borders now, and Colombian presidential candidate and opposition Senator Miguel Uribe Turbe is in critical condition after being shot during a campaign event in Bogota. The 39-year-old was hit twice in the head and once in the knee while addressing supporters. A 15-year-old suspect was arrested at the scene and is receiving treatment for injuries. 2 other people were also wounded. Authorities recovered a Glock-style firearm, and investigations are underway to determine the motive. Colombia's defense minister has vowed a full security response. It is exactly 20 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and sports news. Stick around.
Rafiki soul is a promise of a hand that reaches and goes beyond watangaza tumaini kote. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. Rafiki soul is a promise of a hand that reaches and goes beyond watangaza tumaini kote. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. Rafiki msoul.
Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive. Men on record.
Do your children know that you love them? Not by what you buy for them. Do they hear it from you? Emotional abuse. It's a silent killer that we don't talk about. Asking yourself those very relevant questions. What kind of father do I want to be? When I'm getting married, what kind of husband do I want to be?
It's a conversation about men for men.
And remember this.
To revisit, reveal, and heal issues among men.
Good evening, Men on Record. Why should I talk or say much when all I want is peace, not problems?
Let's set the record straight. Men on Record, Fridays at 7 p.m. live, exclusively on Hope TV and Hope FM. Men on Record, it's a man thing.
Welcome back. Now let's get down to business. And thousands of Mombasa residents flocked to the Mombasa Sports Club this past weekend for the first ever M-Pesa Sokoni Festival, marking 18 years of M-Pesa. The event featured incredible product deals, live entertainment and games, including the popular M-Pesa or the Box show. The week-long celebration included business forums, financial literacy training for women, and awards for top M-Pesa agents. Next stop for the festival is Nairobi, with the caravan tour kicking off on June 16th. And to some sporting action now, Anthony Kimani's team claimed top honours at the KCB East Africa Golf Tour in Roiro with a score of 118 points. The second place team, led by Grace Miano, scored 115 points. Both teams secured spots in the grand finale. The next tour stop will be in Kisumu on the 14th of June.
We started the first edition of the East African Golf Tour, started in 2023. And in 2024, last year, we had the second edition of that East African Golf Tour. So this year, what we have played today is the 12th leg of the third edition. Last week, we were in Karen. We are here today, and next week, we'll actually be going to Nyanza Club. So this is going to continue, and it's a series, it's a regional series that is going to traverse about 16 different counties in Kenya. And it's also going to extend to 4 additional countries in East Africa. So it's a big event. We're going to the 4 countries, namely Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi. So that's where we're also going to go. And of course, our objective is to do our part in expanding this sport. But also we know that by doing this, we give an opportunity to the budding golfers to hone their skills.
Home players Evans Kirui and Josephine Chesang shone at the Kitale Golf Club leg of the 2025 NCBA Golf Series, emerging overall gross winners and booking their places in the grand finale later this year. Kirui scored 81 to win the men's title and the longest drive, while Chesang, a former finalist, topped the ladies category with a gross score of 95. The series now heads to Uganda Golf Club and Karen Country Club for regional double header on June 14th. Still Matters Golf and a strong field of 105 golfers from 6 countries teed off today at Ruiru Sports Club for the second leg of the Sunshine Development Tour East Africa Swing. The 3-day tournament features top pros and elite amateurs competing for world golf ranking points and a 2 million shillings prize purse. Only the top 30 players after Tuesday's second round will make the cut for Wednesday's final round.
It feels great to kick off the season with a win. It was definitely tough going into the back nine. Celestine was knocking on the door, but we held strong, pulled through, and it feels amazing to come out with the win. I must say there were a little bit of nerves, but I just kept telling myself there's a lot of golf to play. Just keep patient, be patient, and putts will drop, because they weren't dropping on the first 9. And eventually they did, especially the last 5 holes. So I just told myself, just stay patient. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I won't lie. In golf, you don't get to win as often as you'd want. And having your friends there watching you is always great. Right now, I feel a bit cold. But yeah, it felt really good.
Well, I'm feeling okay. What I can say, I've tried all my best the whole week, but I'm feeling okay to finish second. Today was hot, I can say it was hot, and I was playing with the best golf also in Kenya. So after turning, I was 2 shots behind. So he started with the birdie on number 10, he go 3 shots ahead of me. Then I was like, let me leave it. Then I tried to keep in my pace and save my shots. Yeah.
I think the tournament this week has been good. I've been swinging well. I did a few changes in my swing towards the end of last year, which is really paying well. So I've hit ball off the tee very well this week. My approach shots were really good. I was a bit struggling in putting, but I was able to bring it back on today's round. And generally, I think the course was also playing well. And I think with the field that we have, top professionals in East Africa, I think I had a good week.
Well, if you've noticed, there's a lot of golf tournaments happening in the country. If you're looking maybe for a new hobby or sport, I guess it's one sport that you need to consider a good opportunity for networking and also building a new hobby. Okay, let's finish off in Portugal, where Portugal clinched their second UEFA Nations League title on Sunday, edging Spain 5-3 on penalties after a 2-2 draw in Munich. Ruben Neves scored the winning spot kick after Alvaro Morata's miss proved costly for Spain. Portugal came from behind twice with goals from Nuno Mendes and Cristiano Ronaldo, who equalized with a stunning volley in the 61st minute. The victory marks Portugal's 3rd major title, making them the first nation to win the Nations League twice. Well, the longevity of Cristiano Ronaldo is quite unmatched. The only trophy missing is just the World Cup. We hope that we're going to see him do that before he retires. Well, with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV Newswatch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kimani, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And signing for us tonight has been Boniface Morithi.